Hey guys. At any point, my background noise becomes loud, like the crows. Um, Let me know, and I'll mute myself. Um, I just
Hey, I was trying to see if that was actually connecting. It did. It took me a minute. It had to it made me download the app this time, which it hasn't made me do.
mm.
Which was strange.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me that every time I click on a Zoom link, it like goes to the web browser when I have the app. I'm like, why doesn't it just pop up with the app? It's just like
Yeah,
I don't know why it does that. It's like so annoying.
it does
I
that,
don't
and then it
know.
gives me like another after meeting
Yeah,
page that stays up, and then Zoom
like
is open and the meeting's open. I don't know.
yeah.
Spams a bunch of windows on my computer.
Okay. Let's see how many people said they were coming. 27 RSVP'd. Um, cool. I am not at home, so I am at a in public. So if my background noise is hot, I was just doing a workshop up in Bellevue area, if you know Seattle at all. And it was just close enough that I couldn't risk driving home with traffic and not making it. So I just stuck around and I've just been hanging out here. So
Well, you look super cute. I like your little
thank you. A little
overall.
jumper. It's like a
Yeah,
jumper.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And I've had my AirPods in my little pouch.
Look at you. So precious.
Wow. Give everyone a couple more minutes and then we shall get started.
I met up with people in my town today that are doing the so long and didn't know that I live in Silverton and they also live in Silverton. And we got coffee and yapped about it, and it was a precious thing.
Oh my gosh. That's
I know.
amazing.
I know. It was
I
so
love that.
cute.
How did you guys find out that you lived in, or how did they find you guys find each
One
other?
of them was on one of the Zoom
Oh, and you said where
meetings.
you're from? Yeah.
And I guess on the first one, I said I was an hour south of Portland and they were trying to put it together. And then I said I was from Silverton in one of them. And they were like, hey. So it was rad. You have like you've
That's
got a
amazing.
whole
And
toad
so is that
circle.
kind of a small town?
Yeah, super small. I think there's like 10,000 people
I
in
love it.
town.
Yeah, I need to do it. Oh my gosh, so that's crazy that you guys uh
I know.
each other. I know I need to do a like Seattle. I've been meaning to do like a Seattle Toad Circle meetup for since I started this. So
It'd be fun.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Maybe like a summer um we'll meet up at like a brewery or something where it's like super casual. Not that
Yeah.
I drink beer, but it's a
But
good meeting space.
yeah, you can snack. Breweries have French
Yeah.
fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, short time people, we'll just let them trickle in. I'm gonna get started. All right, guys. It's the final week of the so long Raven's Nest. So a little bit about the final so long. Here's our little agenda. We will discuss the book in the first portion. And then we'll kind of go over some book discussions. And then, so if you haven't read the book and you don't want spoilers, we will be talking about spoilers. So FYI. If you're cool with spoilers and you just want to come hang out and listen, then and you haven't read it, then it's cool too. But yeah, we'll just be going over some questions. And then doing a show and tell and showing everyone what everyone made. You guys' final quilts. There's a lot of finished quilts this round, which is awesome. Seems like a lot of people like kept up with the weeks. And then we got some housekeeping, some little announcements and stuff like that. Yay. Okay. Let's get to it. What did we think about the book? If you read it, what your initial reactions? You find it easy or challenging to get into? This is kind of like a pre-discussion where before we like dive into the nitty-gritty, just like general, how'd you like it? I like to rate the before and then after we talk about it, how you guys felt after it. So, and guys can just like start talking or
Yeah, you feel free to
because
unmute
yeah,
whenever
because I'm on my
you
laptop.
need to.
Usually I have like two screens where I can see everyone and then like also the presentation, but I can't really do that here. But
I did not read this book. I had high hopes of reading it, and I did not.
I
well,
didn't
I think you
either.
actually might have liked it.
It seemed like
I
something that I would like.
Yeah, I actually really liked this book.
I did too.
And
I wanted to read
yeah,
it.
Okay, but now that
I
I'm
thought
looking at it, the cover has absolutely nothing to do with the book.
correct.
Eh.
I was thinking about this. I'm like, where did the cover come from and why?
I get like the top of it looks like a little notebook, but then like the bird and the milk, nothing.
What is the milk? What is the crow?
That's
I
so
don't know.
strange.
I don't know. But I thought it was like a very like cozy read almost. Like it just was like a fun little quick read that I don't know. Um, I liked it. So I think I rated it 4.25. So I felt like it wasn't quite 4.5 and not 4 either. So I don't know.
I gave it 3.75. I just looked.
Oh,
So
couldn't quite give it
I
the
couldn't
4.
quite give it a 4.
Okay.
Okay, I Googled the cover art, and the Google AI is giving me stuff that these links are not. And it's saying that the crow is supposed to represent childhood curiosity and intelligence, as well as an air of impending doom of like the storyline. Um, it says nothing about the milk.
I like how,
I mean, yeah.
I guess just like daily life.
Maybe.
or maybe like the little shop
Weird.
they always go to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking maybe, but like they didn't really talk about like picking up milk like this either.
I like how a crow can both be childhood, curiosity, and doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Side note, I have two things. One, I was just in this park the other day and this little girl was talking to her friend and she goes, I'm like a crow, I'll never forget you. And it was the cutest thing ever. I was like, oh my God. She was like 5 years old. She's like, I'm like a crow, I'll never forget about you.
Okay,
And
so
my
that makes
other
me think, sorry.
oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
That makes me think that Miv is kind of like she and Sharon like are collecting people.
Like that's what I really liked about
Yeah.
the structure is that you once they collected a person and kind of become part of their lives, then you would get that person's perspective would start showing up. So
Sense.
that's really deep for cover art, but like I would buy that.
I mean, I
Because
like
that's what
that
I
it
really
fits like
that's
that.
what I really liked about it was did anybody do the audiobook? It was like read by a cast.
Yeah, I did. I read the
It was
audiobook.
really good.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm. Well, that's kind of cool that I had a cast in there.
Can I say,
I
I
mean, I
think
think it
it
was
was
just two
very
people.
funny
Uh,
that, um, Taylor, that you said that you felt like it was a cozy read when it was about like a serial killer and like a child died at the end.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I lost my internet for a little bit, but I missed the last couple. What was
oh,
said?
someone just said that they thought that it was funny that you said it was a cozy read, but it was like about like not cozy things.
So, what does that say about me?
I
Well,
mean,
like, I mean, it's in the perspective of like a 12-year-old, so you kind of like feel youthful. I don't know. I guess it's just like anything like in the perspective of a kid feels kind of cozy because they're like innocent and naive about
mm,
things, I guess. Maybe that's what my thought process was, but yeah, the ending was not very cozy. I'll give you that.
No, the ending kind of wrecked me a little bit. Yeah,
That was
I
out
had
of
feelings.
I didn't expect that. And that's yeah, that I think that's something I didn't love about the book. But um, okay, well, I just want to put what you rated it in the chat and we can just
you can compare after.
compare, yeah.
Which for anyone who is new, um, this was something that we like very clearly implemented into these because it was already part of it, but we didn't realize it was going to be a trend until much later, and then we identified it. We used to go into these like with high ratings. Well, I loved the book. And then by the end of the discussion, we were kind of questioning why we even loved it to begin with. So
Yeah.
there's a chance that your rating may change after this.
Yeah, like I really was trying not to hit everyone's spoilers because I just wanted to go in kind of blind with this book. A lot of times I'll like read the Goodreads reviews and it'll like totally ruin it because I'm a vibrator. So once people start picking out this character annoyed me, then all I could think about is how annoying the character is, and I probably would have never even thought that. So I was reading a book. It's one said like they said this word so many times in this book. I never noticed, and then I kept reading, and all I could see was that person picking out that, and I was like, oh my god, they're so right. Okay. So we'll start off. Were there any characters you were immediately suspicious of, and why? I can get started. I immediately was like, it's the dad. But then that kind of like subsided. But yeah.
I mean, there was a point
Seriously?
early on in the book where there was something mentioned that made you think it was the dad, so I
Yeah,
can,
it was like very early.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like on purpose they were trying to make us
Yeah.
suspicious of everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I kind of like knew that, but then I did like how they made us suspicious of everyone, and then once you got to know them, like once Miv started interacting with them, she like immediately crossed them off, and sometimes it was like for stupid reasons, but like I think she was more going off of her gut feeling more than anything. So
But so many of them weren't the killer, but they did have something bad.
Yeah, like
yeah,
So
Helen's.
many of them.
so all of the
I
characters.
don't think the shop owner had anything. Mr.
He
Bashir.
wasn't bad, but he had bad stuff happening to
But the
him.
dad also was up to no good.
No, he was
There was
not.
the
I
guy
mean, he
that
was
beat. There was the church
the guy that beat.
help. The wife was abusive to the
Yeah.
wife. And then there was the church guy. And I mean, it was a nice long list of suspicious things that, that weren't good.
Yeah. But then it also kind of bitter in the butt because she was like kind of meddling with people's lives as well.
Yes.
So it kind of was like, but she also did help people as well. Um, I don't know, something that was kind of that just stuck out to me was when Helen, the one that was being abused, like was like, it's so much easier to talk to adults when you're bruised up because they won't say anything, but then kids will say something and be curious. And then it kind of just
Mm.
like upset me because I was like, why? That should be the opposite. Not the opposite, but like if you see someone like clearly being abused, like the fact that most adults would just keep living on their lives and not say anything or like help out, it's just like kind of depressing. But
Yeah, people are so I feel like scared of any type of confrontation, like regardless of the flavor that it is, and kind of have a fear of being direct, I guess, nowadays.
yeah, I also think people are afraid like if they're wrong, then they're assuming something really messed up.
Well, it was also in
Mm.
the what late 70s, early 80s is when it was set too, and
Yeah.
there
That would
wasn't
make sense.
a lot of, you know, awareness of that or speaking out. And it even mentioned like Helen was like, women like me don't leave
Mhm.
husbands because they beat us. Like we just don't do that at that time. So
Hmm.
Yeah,
There's also
divorce
that
was a
like
really scandalous
bystander.
concept.
Yeah, I thought divorce was also something like that really had a shame to it, which was probably 70s.
the what?
Yeah.
The shame
Divorce.
of the people that were divorced or,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe it was like I don't know anyone that's divorced. Like it was like a whole big shock that there was like one couple that was divorced.
yeah, and you were judged pretty harshly.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like you could also see it though, because she, yeah, like asked her like about the bruise and the adults didn't, but also bringing up like to her dad and aunt, do you think Uncle Raymond is funny? Do you think he's weird? And they're just like, nope, and brush that off immediately too, where like
Yeah,
she
like when she was
didn't
like, they
notice.
tickle me.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, that's nothing.
That part was so upsetting to me.
I was
Agreed.
like, if my kid was saying they were being tickled, immediate action. Like, no, that's really weird. um,
I
yeah.
gotta say, listening to these when you haven't read the book, wild. There
Yeah.
was an adult tickling a child. What the
Yes.
hell?
Yeah,
There was an
and
adult
then she
tickling a
like goes
child.
and she tells her dad and her aunt, and they're just like,
It's fine.
no big deal. Yeah.
You guys aren't making me want to read this book.
yeah. And
I
then
know I
when,
described it as a cozy book. That's crazy. But
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Then there's
questioning you
like
pretty hard right
child
now,
sexual
Taylor.
abuse
He
and
was like a
suicide
full
and
molester.
serial killing and
okay, I
yeah.
take it back. It wasn't a cozy read.
Oh, well. Yeah, I
It
mean, I guess
wasn't
all of it
like
makes
the
sense for the
tone was like kind
time.
of light though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I think it's because, like you said, it's like from the perspective of a 12-year-old, right? So
Yeah,
like
so like
the
nothing feels that
perspective,
serious.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely
just
not
that
the
like
But like,
tickling.
he hurt that girl,
yeah, he did.
and
I mean,
she like
yeah,
didn't know what that was.
and you started the book with her like not even knowing what a prostitute was, which tracks, she's 12, but
Right.
I think it does give it that very like naive, childlike, that like nothing seems as serious as it is because she is truly young and doesn't fully under. She knows it's serious, but not how
Yeah,
serious it is.
Well, and also, her whole reason for trying to, find the killer was so she wouldn't have to move and leave her best friend.
yeah,
So it wasn't because
Mm,
there's
not
a
for
killer
like
out
finding
there.
the killer. Yeah.
yeah. Like yeah, like her priorities were little skewed.
Interesting.
Um,
Was everyone on this list of suspicion a male character?
no, Helen was the woman getting abused. I don't really understand why she was on the list. I think it was like they were assuming that the woman knew that their husband was doing something and covering up. So
Hmm.
they put Helen on the list. Did I get that correct? I don't know. But yeah, most
Yeah.
of them were men because it was a male serial killer.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
gonna
they
ask,
knew.
like,
I
was
think
it because she
I think she was on it just so that they could like
Question.
write her down as someone to look into more.
Yeah, she wasn't
Right, because it's just
suspected
a
of the
list
murder.
of suspicious things. And
Mhm.
like women
Oh,
could be suspicious too.
okay, I see. So not
Less
technically people,
suspicious.
but suspicious things. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. I mean, even that is
Um,
such a childlike way of going about it, honestly.
yeah. Exactly. It's a little cozy.
Well, she would like see the news or the newspaper and it would say like this person's hiding in plain sight and she's like trying to figure out what that means and that like somebody knows who this is.
Hmm.
So then she was like, "Oh, the wife could be covering up for this guy."
Yeah. But it
I
was also
see.
making her question like everyone in her life because she was like,
Yeah.
but
It was
she
like
probably
her
is a very
teacher
small
and the
bubble.
pastor. It was just like
Yeah.
everybody that she knew.
Which we never really got like the full end to the teacher. I feel like he just kind of got cut off. Um, but
Hmm.
yeah, she was just questioning everyone,
So much
including her
messed up
dad at
stuff
the end.
happened because I was like, "Oh, he went and apologized for almost letting that kid drown."
Yeah, like that was crazy. I forgot that
So
this
many
kid
crazy
was
things. So many.
Yeah.
Wow.
There a lot of messed up stuff happened in this kid's world.
Yes.
she might need therapy in a few years
It's
or
like talking
now.
about your childhood and then you're like, "Oh, I think that I might be messed up."
For
Yeah,
sure.
you're like, oh my god, this happened. Everyone's like, are you okay?
I
Her
really love
mom just
that
like didn't
all of the
talk.
trauma. Yeah,
Yeah,
all of
so
the
I
trauma led to them
hated
accidentally
the way.
discovering therapy. Like by the end, they're all like talking in like a group setting about grief and feelings, and I'm like, oh, you accidentally like discovered therapy,
Yeah, but what I was
which is
Yes.
what
confused about,
everyone needed.
yeah, what I was confused about was okay, at the end, the mom was like, I got assaulted, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
With the dad, I'm like, did the dad know that she got assaulted, or was the dad finding out at the same time because he was just cheating on her
I took it
and he
that the dad
knew?
knew.
I think he
Yeah, I think
knew.
he knew. He
I
gave her
think he knew.
like a knowing nod to be like, yeah, let's tell her kind of
Okay, but
thing.
like, did he
Yeah,
find out like 2 weeks before Mib,
Yeah,
or did he find out immediately
I
the
think he
day
knew the
of?
whole time.
I think he knew the whole time too.
You
Yeah.
do.
That was
There
He
just
was
how
just
I
thought
read
she was
it. I
gonna
don't
be
remember
like that
why I think.
forever.
there was a point near the beginning where he like looks at the mom when they're listening to like the news coverage, kind of like to see her reaction. So I think he knew the whole time.
Okay, yeah, you're right about that. Okay, well, that's fucked up.
Which can I just say that whole thing with the mom was fucked up. Like she just like completely, I don't know exactly, went nonverbal, like neglected her daughter
Yeah,
totally. Which like I get it, she was traumatized, but like then she just snapped out of it like all of a
yeah,
sudden.
like out of nowhere, that
Yeah,
was
that
crazy.
was
I was like, what do you
wild.
like? And there was no really reason why she snapped
I
out of it.
Well,
I was wondering if she was like being heavily medicated.
I don't think
Was
so.
like, what did
I
they
mean,
put women on? Like, what did they
they
put
did
women
give
on
them
for
Quaaludes
emergency?
Valium.
and yeah, value.
Yeah,
Yeah, she could have been, but then to
because she
snap
would
out
go
of
to
it, did she
inpatient
stop taking
treatment.
it?
She would occasionally go to inpatient treatment, and then she'd
Yeah,
get like be home and like catatonic.
I think she
And
just snapped
so
out of it because her daughter, like, she was worried that Miv
was in
was
the hospital.
injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still she should have been worried about her the whole time while
Well,
she's
no.
like
I wouldn't
being
say
exposed to pedophiles and hunting a serial killer.
And still being able to just like run about the streets without supervision amid all this. It's just like I
well,
felt so maternal to this girl the entire book.
well,
well,
don't worry. Like
again, it
I
was
told
the
her, you
70s.
think you're being followed.
Yeah.
You think you're being followed across the street, and if they cross with you, run. And that was her. That was it.
But she wasn't the only kid running around the town. I mean, they all were. It's not like everybody was staying home and this one girl was allowed to run free. Again, I think it was part of it was the time, the 70s, early 80s, and that's what we
But
did. We ran
all
around.
of this
Yeah.
happening while it's in the news that there's a killer.
Yes.
Yeah. He had already murdered like 9 or 10 people by that point.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Imagine
Mm.
just letting your kids run the street when you know there's a serial killer that's killed like that many people.
I mean, people always think it's not going to be me until
Mm-hmm.
it is, unfortunately. Um,
Well,
Yeah,
and
there were
which,
also,
older teens and sex workers, so they were like, "Oh, my 12-year-old's fine."
right, it was
Is like
targeting
still fine, but
older age group.
yeah, I guess that perspective makes sense. They're very much like my kid is not fitting the bill of the typical victim, so they're
Yeah.
fine. Which is
Well,
kind of scary because you never know.
it was also spread out over several years. So they weren't like they were
Mm,
one a month. There were two in one year and none for another 9 months. And then there were two and then there was one. So it wasn't like
yeah,
every day around the corner. You can only be
Oh,
on high
that's
alert for
true.
so long.
Right.
that is true. Yeah. I guess when you think about it in the sense of like you have a tornado twice a year. Like you're not going to keep your kid from going outside to play if there's a tornado twice a year outside. So I guess I could see that too. Maybe I'm just too scared of everything. I would definitely start panicking. I was hoping that Taylor would come back, but I guess her internet is.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh yeah,
Okay, you guys can hear me?
yeah. It's not super strong, but
Okay, I'm
yes,
just
we can hear.
frozen, right? Okay.
Somewhere in the back of the
Okay.
book, they list all the people that were killed and the dates of the actual
Yeah.
yeah,
victims.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah, it
listened
was
to
There's one,
1970.
two, three, four in 78. Oh no, 77. Three in 78, two in 79, two in 80.
right.
So I
This
didn't
was like
know it was a real thing. Um, when I read the back of the book, I thought it was going to be more YA. And this was me with creating expectations and then getting totally messed up by what it actually was. So I didn't know it was a real Ripper, was a real person. And I thought it was going to be more like Nancy Drew or
mm,
Agatha
yeah.
Christie, and then just so many bad things. So many bad things. So it's like,
so many bad
okay.
things. This reminded me a lot of, I don't know if anybody's read The Five. It's a nonfiction book about the victims of like the canonical victims of Jack the Ripper. That the woman who wrote it, it's really good. And she like starts it off by saying, I'm not interested in who he was. Like, I'm interested in the victims. Like,
Mhm.
this book is
Mm,
not about who was Jack the Ripper. It's about who these women were. And that's kind of the vibe that I was getting from this is like the author is not really making us care page by page who the serial killer is, where she cares more about what this does to a community and what this does to children's innocence. And so that's the vibe that I that it made me want to reread The Five, which is a really really good book, because we find out like they catch him at the end, and um we get like, oh yeah, and he was this guy, and then like nothing else, like she's not interested in that. That's not what the book's about.
mm,
I just added that to
yeah.
my list. So the five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean, I
that
think that's really
can,
important.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. Sorry guys, this is horrible internet. I'm trying to use my phone as a hotspot and my whole computer's freaking out. Um yeah, and I think that is once you get to the end, it's like very underwhelming who the killer is. You're like, oh,
Mm,
like you're not really he's not even one of the characters that was on the list.
Well, it was
yeah.
somebody who worked at the with her dad and worked at the
Yeah,
right. Remember
true.
the
Yeah,
somebody knows who he is, and he was like, I saw him every day, and it's one of
yeah,
the things. No,
yeah. So it's
Which that in itself is scary to think about. especially if you like
Yes.
work with a lot of people, the same people every day or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just, I don't know, you really don't know anyone. But it's also, it was like kind of a small town feel. So everyone kind of knew everyone too. So chances are that
Mhm.
they were going to know at least of that person.
Mhm.
Okay. How did we feel about, we kind of talked about this a little bit, of it being from a child's perspective. Um, I know some people commented that she was like really immature for the 12. I mean, I don't really remember what like being 12 is like.
Is that being in sixth grade? Fifth, sixth grade, something like that?
Yeah, sixth, seventh grade.
Sixth, seventh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sixth, seventh grade. Yeah.
I think it just is really different, like someone said something about her priorities earlier, but like, things that really aren't big deals, like felt like a big deal to her, and then things that were big deals did not feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So that was
going to that
just
random
interesting.
town by herself, like the red light district by herself. She was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I said it before, like I felt so maternal
But
through
at
this
this,
perspective because I was like, don't stop. Like every single thing she did, I was like, please stop.
yeah,
She was like doing like when you watch a scary movie and like someone just goes down that hallway that
Yeah.
like it's like why would you do that?
Yeah.
but at the same
It's the
time,
whole
like
time.
she didn't know what the red light district was. Like she didn't
Mm-hmm.
know where she was going. Like she just knew like there was they came from this area of town, but she didn't know what that meant. And I
But she
think
did know that there was a serial killer prowling that area. So
Well, I mean,
that's why
it's
she was
one
going there.
thing it's one thing to think that there's a serial killer prowling, and it's another to, with that same prowler on the loose, go to an already unsafe place. Because I
Yeah.
think I watched the beginning parts of the documentary on Netflix, and is this the place that people would go for prostitution?
Wait, is there a documentary?
Uh, about the killer and the victims and their process of trying to catch
Mm.
said
about this
killer.
killer in this book,
Mhm.
not Jack the Ripper, but
Hmm.
The Yorkshire.
The Yorkshire one,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch that.
The red light district was the area where prostitutes, sex workers would hang out, correct?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's where he was
I,
picking them up.
yeah.
Or maybe
Or some of them.
Yeah. I know
some of them.
technically she would be safe in that area because whatever, but you never know. There are people out there on the loose that have different interests and different priorities that would make
Yeah,
her
well
feel
they
unsafe.
almost they did get attacked and they got saved by some lady, so
They got saved by a sex worker who was like,
right.
"Oh my god."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Them to the police and
Like, what
made
are you doing here? You're 12.
And then she
Like,
still
yeah,
went and did stuff on her own after that. That's what gets me. It's like, okay, I get it, make the mistake, but just don't do it again. And then she immediately does it again.
Was
Well,
that
and then the
yeah.
cop that
for
like took
sure?
him home like didn't tell their parents.
Yeah, he fucked up
I feel
then.
like that's more of a like time of the 70s. Like I feel like they're just like eh,
Yep.
you're it's good enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um
Oh my
okay,
God, it
what was
sounds like
the
she was
biggest
presented with so many lessons that she could have learned.
so many. I don't think she stopped learning. I mean, maybe learning is an extreme word for her. Maybe she was just like experiencing these lessons. I don't know if she was learning from them. But
Yeah. She had a bunch of opportunities to learn.
she's definitely learning that like adults, maybe not all adults are good. She definitely learned that
Yeah. Which is kind of a
pretty quickly.
terrible thing to learn at 12 years old. I mean, that seems pretty early. I mean, early aside from the fact that parents will say don't talk to strangers, strangers can be scary, blah 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 blah, like actually learning it from experience and choosing to like change the way that you interact with adults seems like a sad thing to learn at 12.
Yeah. Then you like look back and it's like most women get caught between the ages of like 12 and 15 compared to like being 30. So I feel like that is kind of the age that you start like growing quick and like learning that.
Yeah. Are there biggest lesson options, like a multiple choice situation? Like what were some of the things that
I feel like also like
could
not
have
judging
been?
a book by the cover, like she did meet good
Yeah.
people and like she made good friends and like even like with older people, like she like made connections with adults that she wouldn't have otherwise. And
Yeah,
um
like the one of the biggest examples is the shop owner's son was in her grade
yeah,
and they
the
were
shop owner. Yeah.
Pakistani. And so because he looked a little different, they were wary of him until they
Yeah.
got to know him better. They found out, he's just another kid. And then her best friend actually like starts dating him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
And
And
feel
then she
like you
dies.
he becomes
learned a
like part of the
lesson
yeah.
too. Yeah, and I feel like so there was a moment where she ran into him at school and she like
Yeah.
didn't acknowledge him because I guess
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
maybe like felt caught up in the other kids' like judgment of him or
Mhm.
something. And then she felt really bad about that. And
Yeah, like
so
she
I
felt that
felt we
like
really saw
serious
her learn that
regret.
lesson.
Yeah.
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 And she did apologize, which was great. So
Hmm. And then she just also like one of the main takeaways I think that the end of the book kind of tried to get was that to like just value the people in your life who are there supporting you and don't take advantage of them. Because like when her best friend dies, she's like, and throughout the book, you kind of got a clue that something was going to happen to Sharon because there was one line specifically that was like, and that was something I never really realized until later. Is like how astute
yeah.
she was at reading emotional situations and stuff compared to Miv. And so it's just like once Sharon died, she was just like, I missed so much I could have learned from her and like used a lot of the lessons she like it could have just things could have turned out differently basically is what I got from it.
And then after she died, she did like she loved learning from Sharon, like we
Hmm.
said, like she was writing down all the good things about Sharon. And
Do you think maybe that
so she
Sharon
learned a
was
lot.
the
She definitely had a
stronger?
big character.
Yeah. Do you think Sharon was the stronger character
Oh,
than Miv? Because she was more
I think she
in
was
her
more
Vic.
mature.
Yeah.
Stronger in what way?
She's just a
Well,
deeply empathetic person.
she was more empathetic and she didn't have problems. That Miv had to grow in that instance of not saying hi to the friend in public. Sharon was very clear.
Well, not at first. Remember, she also said later that she should have told people he was her boyfriend, or she should have been more
Mm.
open about that. So
That's
she also struggled with that a little bit, but yeah.
that's true.
But she also took care of the kid that couldn't keep up in the water and taught him how to run and become
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
person.
She,
So
she was very
she was strong.
emotionally intelligent, whereas Miv was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
book smarts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Sharon also would just stand up for him, which she thought was right. Um, wasn't afraid of that doing that.
Did anyone make connections to Mary Jane, our previous book?
Someone in the chat did.
No,
Was
but
that
that
you?
is very actually that is kind of
Someone in the
crazy. It's
chat
two books
said,
from child's perspective.
yeah, someone in the chat said, I forget who it was, said that like Mary Jane, you were like, something's gonna happen to her throughout the whole book, and then nothing did. And then this book, you're like, something is gonna happen to her, and I know it for sure this time.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. It is interesting
Yeah,
that too,
I didn't
from
even
the
think about
child's
that.
perspective, books got picked.
Yeah. the same age, really.
Same age, the
Yeah.
same, and the 70s, and music and choir.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Wow, I did not mean for that to
Just
happen
the
at all.
British
So
version of Mary Jane.
yeah.
It sounds like with a
And
lot
a
of
little more
bad things
murderous.
happening constantly. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
But Mary Jane also kind of had bad things happening, just like maybe less like
Yeah.
extreme. But
But there were
yeah,
like
that's so
similar
funny.
levels of naive about things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
also,
for sure.
freedom to move about and do things, again, the 70s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
freedom of kids just to kind of go and be gone and do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. Um, yeah, I feel like I want to watch this documentary. I'm very interested in learning more. I
It's a
like a good,
docu-series, so be prepared to watch
like a
like
good,
several,
okay.
like 4 episodes or something.
I need a good docu series. So
Yeah, it
like a good
I don't remember what it's
serial
called,
killer docu series.
but it is on Netflix.
Okay.
Um
I feel like I
and
might have
there's
watched it,
also
to be
a
honest.
podcast episode.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and find that message that I cannot remember who
Okay.
sent it to me. And if you're here, I'm sorry that I'm not remembering. But go back and find that message where both of the links were shared and bring it back to the beginning or the early chat.
Oh, cool. So look at that. Okay. Whose perspective do you think would have enhanced the book? Ooh, maybe like at the end, like a chapter from the mom's perspective would have been nice.
Mm. Or
Yeah, that
Sharon.
might make me feel a little more sympathetic towards her.
Who?
Yeah,
Who?
I agree.
The
The
mom,
mom.
The
because I'm
mom.
just like,
Yeah,
either
the
I
mom.
feel like it's a combination of like it's a poorly like it's not really a good an accurate like description like picture of like what PTSD is like, right? You can't just snap out
Yeah.
of it. But also like if she could, like why did she wait so long? I'm like annoyed by that.
Yeah. I think like we could have had a little more, figure out a little bit more what was going on there. Maybe some more details and like, I don't know. I think her
Did
perspective would have really helped.
did she have any moments where she was high energy at all? Or was she just kind of middle of the
She was
ground and
nonverbal. She was
nonverbal?
completely nonverbal for the entire book, except for the end. She sprung back to life and then immediately was like back to how she was before.
Yeah, and there were periods where she would go to like a psychiatric institution and then come home and then go again and then come home.
But I
It
didn't really
sounds
understand
like
because if she's just like
And like
nonverbal, not doing anything, how did she get worse? And like
not
what
even
made her?
nonverbal. She couldn't like Miv was dressing her.
that sounds like bipolar.
She wasn't doing anything.
You
But
can
this was like
snap
Sometimes
out
she
of
was
years. But
that.
just making herself tea. So it seemed to kind of ebb and flow.
so
Yeah.
maybe it could have been bipolar, but like
Because like you have like long periods of episodes of depression and long periods of episodes of mania, and
mania.
they
But like there
It
was
just
no
swap.
seemed
mania.
like she was
Yeah,
fine
but
though,
then they
like
said this came
until she
on.
had the sexual assault. And then
Yeah.
Yeah, it
it
was a
happened.
PTSD response, I think is what they wanted you to.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
An
and
attack.
also it was like several years. So usually like bipolar doesn't last like years. It's
This
more
book
of like
covered
a
several years.
Hmm.
no. That's
It
how
was
long.
11 at the start.
But yeah, but
Oh,
that's
I
how
see. I
her
see.
her
I
mom
see.
hadn't talked for 2 years
Okay.
when the
Yeah.
book
Then never mind.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. So
the
that's
aunt
why I
could
was
have
like,
had the Aunt Jean. She maybe her
could have had a
perspective could have
perspective.
helped. Yeah, just to see, like, especially as she saw Miv getting older, because she was the only one in Miv's life, like the only woman in Miv's life who saw her every single day.
Well, and like
And
Sharon's
Yeah,
mom.
well, yeah, but she didn't
And
even
she
go into
like
Sharon's house most days. They would just meet at the corner.
yeah,
Sharon's mom's perspective could have been interesting
Oh
too.
yeah.
Because I don't know what her marriage was like, but obviously it wasn't a happy one if she's like cheating on her husband with Miv's
Yeah.
dad, and then she loses Sharon at the end.
This reminded me a bit of a Kristen Hanna book where it's just like, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong.
Yeah. It's like Four Winds or something. Every single thing goes
The
wrong. And I'm
women
like,
also, everything went wrong.
the women, oh my
And
God.
Great
It's like
Love.
you finally think you're getting to a point where it's going to stop going wrong and then it gets worse.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it is similar to that. So I'm trying to think of who else.
But
Like,
I get it. It's like they're trying to get a multitude of experiences of women at the time into one short book. And so it's
yeah,
just like, okay.
I
Sure.
think it was just too many things.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
so.
agree.
I agree. And so then none of those things really got the attention that they deserve. I don't
Exactly. That's why it didn't like you talk about it, and you're like all this wild and horrible stuff happened, but it didn't feel like that when you're reading it. Like if read kind of
yeah,
light.
I agree. I feel like
Like
the
it was
last
like
scene, like the
if it was
action
one or
scene of
two
like,
things, it could have been given a lot more importance.
yeah, I think like the action scene at the end, like in the warehouse where Sharon dies, like probably like didn't need to happen.
No.
I
That
was a
kind of
little
felt like,
surprised
okay,
she took it so far there. That was just, I think, a step too far, at least for
yeah,
me.
That
Yeah.
part kind of
I
reminded me
agree.
of like sort of Stephen King, because there's always like bad kids in his book, because his book, like a lot of his books are
Mm,
like focused on kids, like that, like it, and like I feel like there are others too, but like Stand By
The
Me, like,
Shining.
it's like, yeah, it's like about kids, and then there's like big scary bully kids, and like those were the big scary bully kids in this book.
Like I was so sure those kids burned down the shop.
No, I thought
Yeah,
that too. Yeah.
And then when it was like the husband, I was like, okay.
yeah, that was kind of.
The
I
idea that
mean,
you thought that it was kids because you think like only kids would be able to do something this stupid, and it was a grown man that did it.
Yeah, and they were like shitty,
but I
racist
mean that.
kids, and
Yeah,
yeah, and then I guess he thought
they were
that
up
she
to
was
no
too
good.
flirty with the shop owner, his wife.
I mean, to be fair, she ended up dating him, so he obviously had a gut reaction to that.
Yeah.
What he did was wrong, but he was right about that gut feeling. Also, the whole time I was imagining the shop owner like much older, and then I had to
Yeah, me
keep remembering that
too.
he had a 12-year-old. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, I was
Yeah.
imagining like a 60-year-old man,
But how old was Helen, did they say? I thought they said she was like 23, and I was like,
like
yeah, she's
24.
23.
And
I
then
was
how
like,
old was he? Like 30?
He's gotta
I
be
mean, like
like
the
at
12-year-old?
40,
Yeah, I would say
30.
around 40.
I guess he could be in his
Yeah,
30s and have a
right?
12-year-old.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
mid to late 30s slash 40.
So that is kind of a big age gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
People also had
Helen just wanted to do it all. She got
Oh,
married to an abuser, then she wanted to have an age gap interracial marriage. And you know
the
what?
Yeah.
Good for
scene
her.
where she like wanted to try the food, but she knew her husband would like smell it on
Oh my
her
God, I
was
forgot
Yeah.
about
so
that.
sad.
Poor
But
Helen.
no, that part too, like, didn't she say like she married this terrible guy because he was the first guy that liked her? And then she gets out of that relationship and she just ends up with the first guy that was nice to her after that. Like, it just, I
It's
didn't know,
just
didn't know
so
if like the
Yeah,
book
or
was just being cheesy or if it was like further showing how she just like went to whatever guy.
you guys,
I
this is
felt
what
like
I'm
Helen's
saying. I like
dad's
the book
story.
and then we talk about it.
Mhm.
Helen's dad's story was really sad to me too. Like his wife dies and he's like
Yeah.
grieving so much that he can't even live in his house anymore. He'd rather go like be homeless, like live
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 at the
on the street.
scrapyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a depressing book. Oh my God.
I
It is.
felt it. I felt
Make
it.
friends with 12-year-olds. And it's
You
very
know,
cute.
I don't know why I wasn't depressed reading this. I'm depressed talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
don't
it
think
was
I'm
just
gonna
like
end up reading it.
it was like so
well,
much stuff
because
that you can't even be sad about any of it because it's all just like, oh, yeah, here's the next
okay,
bad thing. Like it's like when you watch like all the war on TV or whatever and you're just numb to it. Like that's how the
so
book
yeah,
felt.
Yeah, and
yeah,
then
but
she
also
cares
okay
more
with
about like
Arthur.
lip gloss and boys.
Yeah, well, I mean that
But
makes sense. She's
also
wild.
that's kind of like real too. Like and
Yeah,
like, just
you jump
kind of
from
yeah, like everyone has some, bad stuff that happens in their life, like every single person right? Like, and that's kind of what this was like they get these little glimpses of all these different people in their town, and everyone in the town has like their own kind of trauma.
yeah. And then Arthur, I mean, it was sweet though because it was like, yeah, he had all this fucked up stuff going on, but then he like made a friend that like moved in with him, and then they were like homies. And then there was like some positive, I don't know. So that's why the book kind of like was a little whiplashy on.
There was
And then
also a
they make their own
suicide in
little
there, a
grief
very
support group at
sad,
the end too.
There
right?
was a suicide in there that
With
was
the
not great
poor
either.
kid that
Yeah.
seemed to have struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, not
All
a good
right.
scene.
Well, everyone's still rating it 4 or 5 stars. Like,
All right. Well, I think I've dropped to like 30.7.
I still really liked it.
I think her writing was really
I still
good.
liked it. I don't know.
I did. I still liked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think
it
the
was her
writing
first
saved
book too,
my
isn't
rating.
it?
Yeah, it was well written, and her
Mhm.
details were very good at setting the age and the place of Yorkshire. And so
Mhm.
I think she was really strong writer. I think for me it was just too many things. And some things just kind of
Mhm.
came out of nowhere, like Sharon and the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't
Like
this
the
her
ending
first
was maybe
book?
a little rushed. Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like, yeah, she's a good writer and I think she'll improve over time.
Yeah.
Needs
yeah.
an edit.
Needs an yeah, I mean, I enjoyed reading it though. Like I know it sounds really messed up if you didn't read it, but it really didn't feel I mean, I don't know, maybe I just am a little jaded though because maybe I don't read like the most positive happy books. So this just felt like another book to me. But Olivia, you also read really messed up things, so I think you're gonna be totally fine with it.
yeah.
The audiobook experience was great. It was like 4 different narrators, but to actually have
Yeah.
the Yorkshire accent
Oh, that's
Yes,
cool.
I did.
made
Yeah.
it all the difference. Made all the difference.
I listened to some and then I read some. So I kind of did tandem listen slash read. And I really like the audiobook.
Hmm.
Well, maybe I'll give the audiobook a try and
Yeah.
worst case I
Yeah,
just DNF it.
I think it's only like 8 hours or so. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought it was a pretty quick read. So I mean
Yeah,
you
it
are
was
reading
a
from the
quick
perspective
read.
of a 12-year-old.
I enjoyed it. I didn't love it.
it wasn't something I was going to turn off, but I'm glad I did the audiobook because if I was reading it, I probably would have been like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. It's just too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to show and tell.
Ooh. These are all pictures that were shared in the week 8 chat and Discord that I
Discord.
sifted through.
So if you don't see yours here and you want to show, you can always add it to the chat.
Um,
All right, Stephanie, you want to chat about
yeah,
yours?
sure. I loved it. Thank you, Jess. I don't think I've made a medallion quilt, and I've been quilting for about 20 5 years. So
Oh
I
my gosh.
really love that experience.
It turned
And
out
I just really
beautiful.
enjoyed making it. I've been doing because this is my second year with Toad Circle, and so I'm forcing myself out of colors that I love into just expanding. So I've struggled a little bit with my rust tan combo, but I love it, and it reminds me of a Pendleton wool
It turned
kind
out
of
so good.
vibe, and so I end up
knocked it out of the
happy.
park.
I
Thank
love it.
you.
It's beautiful. I
And
love
you're
the
not
color
a
palette.
cheater.
This is one of my
I am not a
favorites.
cheater, no. I
That's
keep
even more
saying I'm going
impressive.
to. Every time I say I'm going to do it this time, and then I don't. So
Staying strong.
I enjoyed it the whole way through. I'm very happy with the end, and thank you, everyone.
Turned out so
Nice.
good.
When I added this, I said, "Ooh, a Western quilt."
Yeah, it does have
Yeah.
that vibe.
And I like the little book in the corner. Even though it's the
Yeah. I like the
Um,
cover of the book. I think the cover of the book is cool.
yeah. Yeah. Even though it has nothing to do with the book, but it's fine.
No, but it had to do with the quilt. It kind of matched the
So
quilt.
I did,
Yeah.
remember they did talk about like how Margaret Thatcher, they called her the milk snatcher. So maybe that's where the milk comes in.
Mm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Maybe you're right. Okay. Heather, are you in the call? I can't see who's in the call at all. So,
Present.
that one's cute.
okay. Do you want to chat
Nice.
about it? If we're speaking,
This was all
turn it into
from the
square.
staff. I had a lot of yardage of art gallery solids, so um, I kind of forced a color combo based so that I wouldn't buy anything, and it really turned out nice and soothing. My friend called it a cup of herbal tea and a lavender scone, which is adorable.
I feel like that's a
Yeah.
And
perfect way to
I
put that. Oh my
finished it and
gosh.
I was like, I wish it was a square, and then I saw in the chat people adding the stripes on the other side and the cornerstones, and I was like, sure. So now it's big.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
nice
love
little
that
it's
people
story
something
behind
started
it.
doing that too.
Yeah, I know most mystery
Good bit of
salons
people did
people
that.
kind of sometimes people will do their guesses if they like their guess better than the like final design. So we kind of get like a fun mixed bag of things once the salon's done.
Mhm.
Debbie H also
This
did a
one has
square. Oh,
squares.
and then there's some
Yeah, I
like
like the
side,
stripes.
yeah, different.
Yeah, she brought some
Oh, I
color
love
into
that
the
one.
I
stripes
don't know what the
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very
pinwheel.
cool. Interesting. How big is the square for anyone who made it? If you did it like this with the stripes on the outside and the um, corner stars.
Yeah.
You're what?
How big does it go?
7.5 inch square?
Is it like a 77 square quilt? How big is it?
Yeah, I think so.
No? Okay. That's a decent size
It's
throw.
pretty big. Yeah. Okay,
I like the green in this one.
so I love these colors. The
Yeah, I
puppies
love
are
that.
adorable.
That's neat. They wouldn't get out of the way.
Very.
So I
Yeah,
said, fine, you're just gonna be in it.
of course.
Just
Yeah.
helping.
So
I have
cute.
one on my lap right now, so I know how that goes.
Yeah.
They coordinate.
I really like the background color.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My
Mhm.
mom said it reminded her of like camping like by a campfire in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, thank you,
Ooh,
Mom.
yeah.
Mhm. Nice.
I love that
Oh, I
one.
like the pink
Beautiful
star.
number.
The pink
Yeah, I really,
accent
really
fabric.
This
me
was a
too.
kit from Wildwood. I think it was like peachy.
Mm,
Cute.
yeah. This one's
Yeah.
nice.
I love
Yeah,
how
I
this
really
turned
like
out.
it.
Kind of like chocolate, chocolate and strawberry ice cream.
Neapolitan.
A good way.
Mhm.
Neapolitan. Yeah.
Yeah, with the vanilla background color.
Yes. You
Stop, now I want ice
the
cream.
camera.
I
I'm
like this
getting ice
Oh, I
cream
one.
a
love that
lot,
one.
but
Saw this one shared earlier in the week. But that like confetti looking, both of them, honestly, the black and the white one, I think it's so cool. Makes
Yeah,
it feel
that
like
worked
a
out really
galaxy.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine.
It is
I
cool.
can't
I
ever do.
like the pop of the yellow too.
Yeah, I can't ever do solids, so I always have to
Yeah.
play with what I have in terms of that. And you were asking the size; it's 79 by 79. In terms of,
Oh wow,
I,
that's
I,
big.
I mean, I didn't do the
It's like a
squares, but
full size.
I just went and measured mine from top to bottom that I had finished last night and posted with it finished, but I didn't do the sides. But it's the top measures 79, so if you put the other ones on, it'll be
Yeah.
essentially 80 by 80. So, but it was fun. I
Wow.
liked it. So, but yeah.
Nice.
That one's
Yeah, I like that
beautiful.
yellow. The yellow and purple
Also,
combo in this is nice.
also not a cheater. So
No. No.
yeah, now like now that we're distinguishing who's the cheater and who's not. 'Cause I feel like it's important in the show and tell.
So that was when I turned in from
Okay.
the yes.
Yeah. Okay. Carrie, cheater, and then a square quilt, monochromatic.
Yeah.
Seam points look amazing and they're very flat. This looks like a mock-up. So I'm
Yeah.
impressed with that.
Yeah, if anyone
That
ever
looks
wants to
amazing.
press my quilt tops like that, that would be fantastic because
Yeah,
I can
like
never get them to lay that flat.
Nope.
I can get my blocks to lay that flat, but like never a full flow. I'm just like no.
Yeah.
I hate getting my actual ironing board out. So I feel like I
Yeah.
never press mine.
I hate ironing a
I
full
just use
flow.
the pressing mat. And then I'm like, well, good enough.
Yeah, me
It's fine.
too.
I also have this
Me too.
this fear of using black and white next to each other. And so I'm very impressed whenever people do that in a quilt because I cannot
So
get rid
good.
of the black threads on the back end from showing through the white,
Oh, I never cared
no
about
matter
that.
what I do.
You just have to care less, Olivia.
Yeah.
That's it.
It'll be the only thing I
I'm
see.
working on a black and white Artemis and Fowl quilt right now.
Nice. That's sick. Okay, Claire, you in the chat. I'm also obsessed with this pop of blue. This whole color
Yeah, I
scheme.
love that. Mm-hmm.
That blue does
It's
really
very
pop.
bold. Yeah.
This one feels like, was it a kit? These colors look familiar.
I do not
This
know.
one also feels like Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That blue in there is so good.
So good.
Yeah.
I love it. This should be like a barn quilt.
Yeah.
Like a little
Stop.
painting
Now I'm
right
going to
here.
make one a barn quilt.
That would be so cool.
Stop adding things to my list to do. But now I want to.
Okay, Terry, I am obsessed with this one.
I love that.
Love it.
This one also
So
feels
fun.
kind
I
of
love
Neapolitan.
that thing.
Yeah, this one
I
makes
feel like
me
ice
think ice cream
does.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or sweet treat. We had at my workshop someone made strawberry shortcake. Like I don't know, little biscuits with strawberry. I don't know, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like banana
It was
split too with the
amazing.
yellow.
Yeah. You see
Yeah.
that?
But also like Cowboy Barbie.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
it is very Cowboy
I
Barbie.
I really love the cowboy
Yeah.
Barbie thing now. And yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay,
It's
Largy
versatile.
Ooh. I like
That's
this one. This
pretty.
one feels so calming.
in the chat. Yeah.
I like
I
these
mean, what a
colors.
difference between like it's crazy how different all of these feel. Like they're the same pattern, but they just feel so different.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a nice color combo.
Yeah. Sure.
Ooh, I like that
Samantha
one.
K.
I think this one is a
Yeah.
full moon kit,
Of
but
course
they
it is.
ended up putting extra borders on the outside
Yeah.
with the yellow.
Which I feel like is a nice pop of color. Pop there.
I feel like this color palette is like a real mashup of Tara and I.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
I really like that like neon yellow green color.
Hmm.
Yeah, so fun. Okay, Vicky,
I love
want
that
to chat
one.
about it?
The piano.
Yeah, this one feels
Uh,
very Jess, your post.
Yep, I'm into
yeah,
it.
I just I really wanted to do like a honey color in black and white and Tiger Lily, and then the blue. I just needed another thing. My husband says it looks really
Yeah,
Eames, so I was like, okay, I'll go with it.
It looks
it's
really
really
what?
what?
Sorry.
Like Eames designers from
I
like
can see that.
mid-century.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Mhm.
Eames
Oh, okay,
chair,
yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
nice. I
I
like
do
how
see
graphic
that.
it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm really happy with the black and the
that
white.
like
It's
bullet
really cool.
contrast.
The
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
non-cheaters are showing off. You
yeah,
guys, it's
for
so
real.
good.
Honestly, honestly, so true. Okay, Kate H.
It's that
Ooh, that
neon
one's
yellow color
fun.
again. So nice.
Yeah, neons with gray.
And that's my
So
favorite
fun.
starry color ever. The saddle
The neon
color.
one? Oh,
No,
the
the
saddle one
starry
in the
of the
center. Yeah,
brown down the
yeah,
center. I love that color.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Anna B.
I like that.
This also
This
feels
kind
like
of
another
reminds me of some
Western.
cowboy, um, Ken, cowboy Ken.
It makes me um the George Strait song, Clear Blue Sky, Blue Clear Sky, I think, because you think he flips it. This makes me think of that song in a quilt. Like
Well,
the
and I think
Yeah,
like
I
the
see blue
cowboy with the
sky,
brown,
and then the brown
sky.
in the middle looks like
the
spurs.
it looks like what, and it looks like leather. So I feel like it does have that really kind of
The
western, like the
texture.
Yeah,
texture. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I really like these colors. I love how they came together. And I love the blue background. I feel like I'm never bored with my backgrounds. I really want to do like a blue background or something. I really like that.
it's very nice.
Okay. Okay. Casey. Is this a cat? This looks like full moon. This looks like full moon.
I think
And all
so.
of it.
I think it
Yeah.
looks familiar.
Yeah. It just, I mean, it looks like if it's not a Terra kit, then you and Terra are
Yeah,
very similar tastes.
I like
Okay.
that yellowy pickle color.
This one, oh my
Ooh,
God.
I love that
Yes,
one.
I really love this palette.
the short
I might
stripes.
have to steal this palette for something else.
Very cute.
Another square. This one's a smaller square, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Maybe they like cut the strips in half and then used it for the border
Potentially.
instead. You know what
That's
I
kind of what
mean?
it looks like.
Yeah, I like that. Michaela,
Another green
I know
background.
cheater.
I love that with the
I
blue
really like the
too.
green. It seems like a
Hmm.
lot of people did a
Love a
pop of red in
sagey
the
gray.
center and then use blue. Yeah, this is a very
Hmm.
nice palette. Yeah, I think
This one
we
has the little
maybe
extras.
yeah. So like side quest on the border. I wonder if they're going to keep it a square, like a baby size almost, or
I think
the
this is
border.
still
But
pretty big, right? This is like
yeah, like a
50,
very
close to
large baby.
60,
Well,
I think. Like a little lap quilt.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
I
I
like how
like
she
that
used the
extra.
extra HSTs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I would. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. Okay, Rachel B, non-cheater,
And that one's cute.
super like natural. I like the texture of the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Almost looks like a linen something.
Yeah, it looks like a woven or linen or maybe like one of those Figo, the Figo fabric I
Oh
got that's
yeah.
like kind of stripy.
The like space
Yeah, it
dyed
might be that.
something.
Yeah. Okay, this one's really
Love all the
I
fun.
remember
neon
seeing a lot
yellows.
of that neon yellow. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the neon with the turquoise, it's really nice. This one's also kind of Southwesterny vibes. The little
Yeah,
pop
the
of neon.
turquoise
Yeah,
teal.
like if
Mhm.
this neon was like more brown, it would be very Southwestern, but the neon like kind of adds a punch to it. I like that.
Mhm.
Okay, Aaron Age. Oh, another like this one's similar to the other one that had
I like how
neon
soft
and
that
gray.
is
Yeah,
with the
very low
neons.
volume.
Mm. This one when I saw it, it felt like it would be a really good baby color palette.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Like
for sure.
you are my sunshine type baby theme.
Yeah,
Mm.
that'd be really cute for like a sun. I wonder what the backing is, but that'd be cute to do like a sun themed backing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Ooh,
Rachel
that one's
has.
fun.
I really love the black and white stripe combo on these. It looks so
Yeah,
good.
this is like looks like a dark brown maybe.
Yeah,
On my computer, it looks dark brown.
yeah.
You,
The essence of black and white, I guess.
yes, yeah, high contrast. Okay, Rebecca M.
It's
This
fun.
one's fun. I
It feels summery.
feel like this is a Terra
I,
kit.
I
This
think
looks
she said it
familiar.
was.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel
And
like I remember
then
that.
I think this is potentially just the guest picture. I don't know that they're putting it together like this, but I remember
Got
seeing
it.
something about this being they forgot the square in the center could be just a single square of a piece of fabric that wasn't reused already, and they used the extra HSTs in the center of that star instead.
Here.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like that though.
Oh, and then this one's kind of been edited too,
I
where they
included this
brought up
picture.
the like bat, which is so fun.
Yeah. See, like after seeing the drawing of the bat, I like looked at one of the other corners. I was like, oh, I absolutely see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another quilt pattern that I used like a similar kind of block in the corners. And I didn't realize it looked like a bat until I flipped it to like a two-tone. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
this is subtle
Mhm.
Halloween.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I guess I make bat blocks.
Yeah.
This one's
You got
fun.
pink. Lots of pink.
I like this.
Another
The little pink in
cheater.
the middle.
Barely pink.
Another doggy.
That cutie.
Yeah. Like the purple and the gray is a nice background color. Cute.
Yeah.
I like those colors.
And this matches the cover. I'm assuming it might be either the same colors or
Yeah,
very
this is
similar.
mine, and that's the cover. I loved Jess's palette, so I went with it.
I love it. It looks so
Yeah,
good.
amazing.
It's
Not
now
cheater
covered
too, so
in
you can
dog
really
hair
trust
because
Jess
I
in the
did
whole
not
process.
vacuum before I laid it out on the carpet.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm currently covered in
yeah,
dog hair and dog.
never not. Okay, Megan.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Non-cheater for first time in a while.
Yeah.
Obviously that green, if you remember, was supposed to be like a lime. And then I learned that one of the biggest rivals for my brother-in-law's football team, the 49ers, is the Seattle Seahawks. And it looked way too much
Mm.
like the Seahawks.
You know
And
what? It does. And I'm really
Mhm.
yeah,
glad you went with the olive because I think it
yeah,
would have
and
looked too
so because
Seahawksy.
this one's going to my nephew, his son, I was like, I'll never hear the end of it if I keep it lime. So I
I didn't
changed it to
even,
this like it's an avocado, I think it's Moto avocado, and
yeah,
I love it. I think it worked out actually really well. But
I
The
didn't
my
even
new
know
kit
that
will
the,
blue,
probably have lime because I bought it for
yeah, okay,
the
yeah,
the binding as well. So I've got some lime in the box.
yeah. I
the
mean, the
blue
Seahawks
reminds
color
me
is
of the
very
cover
much,
of our book.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Actually, the whole palette kind of does. I mean, minus
Yeah,
the
yeah.
olive color, but um, yeah, the Seahawks green's like very green though. It's not like a limey green. It's like a
Yeah.
fluorescent
In
green,
Yeah.
person, it looked
and I
really
don't
simple.
like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so,
yeah,
my next pattern will,
that
like
was a
the
good
next
choice.
mystery so long will probably have lime in some way.
Yeah. Okay, Marlene. Oh, this one's very pretty. I like how the values are like arranged here.
Yeah, it's a very good use of that yellow color in
I
that
love a
spot.
monochromatic blue. I feel like you can't really go wrong with like different shades of blue. I feel like it always looks so good. Okay, Megan H.
Doing the
Pillow
most.
and a
Yeah, the
square.
pillow is
Doing the
great.
most.
Fancy
that.
cornerstones, fancy border, extra
Yeah.
pillow,
Also,
matching.
the color palettes are important. I'm really obsessed with it. I like
I
that
love the
purple
purple.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I would never put green and purple together, but now that I've seen it like this, I feel like I kind of want to try it out on my own.
I
me
can't
too.
tell on
And
this
like I'm
green. Is
like
that
imagine
black or navy?
I
it's black
think it's
or like a
black.
really dark
It looks
brown,
black.
maybe. I don't think it's navy.
Yeah.
But I did paint my bedroom this purple, and then like the bottom half was like a really lime green when I was like 10. So I feel like I've never thought about putting them together because of that, but now I'm seeing them anyway. This is way better color palette than I chose for my bedroom. I was like, what was I thinking? Okay, Molly F. See another monochromatic blue. You really can't go wrong with it. And it looks like
love
the
it.
same thing where it was cut in half. Those borders
I
and just
changed the
used
whole
for the other
size.
side.
So
Oh,
this
you
whole
did? Oh, you made it
yeah,
small.
I made it smaller. So this whole thing with this border is 50 inches.
Mm,
Oh my gosh. So that was a lot of math.
nice.
That's a lot of math. That's impressive. Also, I love
Yeah.
this color palette so much it makes me want to make another one.
Yeah. I
It
really
looks like
love
the book
this.
cover.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Did you use
Looks
the
a
book
lot like
cover
the
as
book cover.
inspo?
No, I just have bolts of all of those colors and tend to make
Mm,
quilts in them. So,
Nice.
I'm in a season of life where I have a lot of baby quilts and needed a couple baby boy quilts. So I figured might as well scale it down and have this quilt find a new home.
yeah,
Cute.
it's really cool.
I'm impressed. Okay, Marika.
I like this purple and green combo.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like Halloween
Yeah.
without being like Halloween. It's like the Frankenstein
Yeah.
section of Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not aggressively Halloween, but it gives
Fun.
a little
Mhm.
bit of
Like a
Halloween vibes.
nod.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Okay, Ginger also doing the most with two different
Two
versions.
quilts.
The extra
And
corners
they look
and two.
great. The extra points and the seam points look really good and flat. So
Yep, those are
I love the
beautiful.
monochromatic.
Mhm.
It's so cool.
I
I
have a
can't believe she
quilt
made
that
two.
my grandmother made in like the 80s that's that exact same color palette on the left, and I love it. Like as soon as I saw this one, I was
Yeah,
like, oh, it reminds me of my grandma's quilt.
yeah. I love it. Oh, okay. All right. We're done with show and tell. Gonna quickly run through some housekeeping. So we'll start off is the tee off vote. So you guys submitted your t-shirt designs for the Toad Circle tee off. So trying something new. You guys had a lot of fun ideas. So I was like, you know what? Let's see what the members want to wear. Um, and yeah, so we got a bunch of ideas. So if you haven't voted already, make sure you vote. You can use this QR code. It's also in your portal. Um, So go ahead and do that. I will close the vote on Monday, and then yeah, they might change a little bit, but for the most part, yes, these are the ideas. So, and then we have, let me see. Okay. We have some regular merch that is designed by me, and that will be coming out around the same time as the other one. Not exactly sure on a date yet for that, but we'll have that soon. And this is someone, actually submitted this idea and I already created it. So shout out to that person that created that. I mean, submitted that idea too, but it's a kind of like a band t-shirt or a tour t-shirt, but we have a list of all of the so longs we've done in the past and all the books we have. And then the front says Asking About Red Club to Book Club. So that's be very soon. And then Mr. Quote So Long stickers for Codester Plus people. We got the normal sticker, and then we have like a little sticker sheet too that I'm gonna send out. I have to, yeah. So we'll get both those, and then you can get all the past Mystery Quote So Long stickers on my website too. So you want to create a little collection of those. And then next month, or yeah, I guess the off month. So we will be doing block B of the Sunseed Valley quilt patterns. And then we will be reading the third Gilmore Girl as an optional read if you want to join me with that. This whole series is nonfiction books because you don't typically read nonfiction books, and I don't typically read nonfiction books. So this is my perfect excuse to try to read some. So
I read this one
was good,
already.
so.
It's very good. I highly suggest it.
Okay.
I really
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
from last time.
Oh, the
Sorry,
one
what did
that
you say?
the book from
the
last
Raising
off the
Hair.
month.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I also really like that book. Yeah, it's a very like different read for me, but it was a good book. Okay, any questions about the merch and the Sunseed Valley, anything like that? Well, yeah. Toad Circle schedule. So we will have what's today's date? 18th. So sign up don't start until July, like a whole month from now. If you're already a member, you don't have to sign up again, but that's when the sign up period will be. And then July 28th is when our next so long will begin on a Tuesday like usual. And then in between, we'll just be doing the Sunseed Valley block, and yeah. And then we will have our next, what's called Total Gen, as you can do scrappy, fat quarter friendly, it's block based. You can play with ombre. So if you've been looking at trying to do some ombre, we will have options on how to make this little ombre. And it also has like a secondary design. So
Can't wait to ombre my
and
lime
our
green.
next, yeah, I was already thinking about how we were going to do that.
Well, maybe I'll do cheater just so we can play
We're
with it a
gonna-
lot.
Yeah, you might want. Okay. There's going to be a lot of options on how you can rearrange this quilt, so you will be able to use it for sure. And then our next guest designer is Fran with Cotton and Joy. She is an awesome pattern designer here local in Washington. So if you don't know if you have never heard of Cotton and Joy, you should check her out. And then yeah, that's it. And then we don't forget about our Toad Circle partners, which is long arm quilting, discounts, there's fabric discounts, all sorts of things. So make sure you check that out. And then lastly, the grand prize, the so long, is a gift card from me. So if you're wanting to get some of that merch that I was just talking about, then this is a great opportunity to try to win this gift card and get some free merch. So, oh yeah, and to submit that it's still the same going on Instagram right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's on Instagram, posting your wherever you are in the quilt. If you're mostly done with it, it's okay. And then you have to physically tag Toad Circle and not use the hashtag because we need to actually see it. So that's how you submit that. And that you have till Monday night to submit the grant prize.
If we
And then,
What was
sorry,
that?
what?
There was a
if we've
question. Is it just Toad Circle that or do you do just two?
Um,
You
I
could,
am just looking through everything that was tagged with Toad Circle, but it is very helpful for a pattern designer to also be tagged in quotes,
Yep,
quilt
I love
pictures.
it.
So
Okay.
I'd love to see all of it.
yeah,
So you're more
yeah.
than welcome
So
to. I would love it if you tagged me.
Okay. Will do.
yes,
Thanks.
yeah. Tag Jess, tag Toad Circle, tag Toad and So, but definitely at least Toad Circle if you want us to be able to find it.
if we've
Okay.
already made that post, Olivia, I mean, have you already been marking those down, or do I need
oh
to do
no, I don't look at it all until I need to pick a winner. So if you've already made the post, just make sure you just go in and edit it, tag Toad Circle on it, and it'll count.
So if it was just in our stories and it's gone, then
Oh, well then no, those disappear after the 24 hours and it's not something that I'm able to see.
Yeah. So it definitely needs to be like on your main feed.
Mhm.
You can archive it after the winner is picked if you don't want it on your feed. So we will not know. Uh, okay, and there's still some kits left if you guys wanted. If you saw a kit that you liked, there's still some with Full Moon, and then there's still a couple with with Creative. And that is it. Wrapped up right before 6:30.
This has been so fun. Thank you guys for doing this and joining.
Yeah,
been
thank you for
good.
designing
Yeah.
this and participating and sharing your fun, creative quilt designs in the mystery space.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
tough.
love when the designers participate.
This is
Yes.
my
Yes.
this is my first one. So I had so much fun. Thank you. The pattern is awesome, Jess.
Thanks.
Yay. Yeah, well, welcome, and hopefully you join next round. And yeah,
Just keep the excitement going.
I
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
And then now everyone has like a minute to either wrap up this project. I mean, a lot of times we'll be starting our next so long, and everyone's like, just finished quilting the last one. So you have a whole month to, baste it and bind it, whatever, send it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you think
before
about
we
like
pick it back up again.
sign up week, picking fabric week as 2 extra weeks to finish this quilt,
Yeah,
you got plenty of time
that's true.
if you haven't finished already.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I am going to leave this Starbucks that I've been loitering in.
I'm gonna go make dinner
I
of
have not
some
bought.
kind.
I
I'm gonna go
haven't
track
bought
down a sweet treat.
anything, and I'm surprised I haven't kicked me out.
You should at least go get like
Yeah,
a cake
and then
pop and then head out if you
I
can.
can't eat those.
You can't.
Like I
Yeah.
can't eat.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I don't really feel bad. I feel more bad about annoying my neighbors, but okay. All right. Well, this was fun, guys. Thanks for joining.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.